of solid steel. You can kind of see exactly where in my body it's going to end up. And I just give it a little lick, and down we go.
Wait. What's up? Oh! Hey, everyone. It's me, and I have a guest here today.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Cassidy Rose, and I'm a professional sword swallower.
Clap. Our good friend Maddie. Do we care? Can I show you?
Yeah, that's
Can you
fine.
come on camera? Show Maddie. Maddie reached out, and they're from the Chicago area. Maddie and Cassidy decided to drive out here while we were here to hang out. And we're just going to do a little interview and maybe a little bit of a demonstration. How did it start?
So it's been an ongoing thing my whole life. Ever since I was like 5 years old, my parents took me to Ringling Brothers and various circuses, and I was absolutely obsessed. Like, one day, this is where I want to be. And then I got a little bit older, like 8, 10 years old, and I discovered sideshow, which is your sword swallowing, your fire eating. I was going to Renaissance fairs, tattoo conventions, Fright Fest, and just wherever I could find something of the nature. And I'd hang out after the shows. I'd talk to the performers for like a good 30 minutes. I just started making friends, and I knew this is where I wanted to be. And then finally, I got one of my best friends to go ahead and train me all the way out in Maryland.
Wow. So you go out to Maryland, and what was the conversation like? Was it like, hey, I want to specifically do this one act, or was it like, I just want you to make me into like a sideshow performer?
You know, COVID was in its full effect, and so I just messaged him. I'm like, I know you aren't getting much work. I'm ready to finally train. I want to be a sword swallower. Will you help me? So we worked out the fine details as far as payment, traveling, because this is not something that you learn over the internet. It has to be in person. It's real. It's dangerous. And I got very fortunate to have Odd Corey help me out with it.
Wow. You found the person. You go out to Maryland for some reason.
Yeah, I
guess
drove
that's
all
the
the way
place.
to Hagerstown, Maryland.
And how long were you there for?
About 5 days.
5 days?
5 days.
And that was your whole training?
Yeah.
And then from there on out, it's just like you keep doing it on your own.
Yeah, and he's helped me a lot with some other stuff. I actually travel with Great American Sideshow Company, which is one of the last traveling sideshows that there are in the country right now.
So do these places go to like circuses, or is it like events where you do it on the side?
We travel around with various carnivals. So like if you go to your basic fair, you might see our big blue tent and old school banners ready to draw you in, and you'll get to see the fire eater, the sword swallower, Miss Electra. It's absolutely spectacular.
Who's Miss Electra?
Miss Electra is a girl who can withstand over 20,000 volts of electricity.
The woman that they call Miss Electra is about to be electrocuted and plans to live to tell about it.
Okay, now what we're seeing is electricity actually flowing through her body, going out her fingertips and lighting these fluorescent tubes.
That's a real person?
Yes, we have the electric chair on our stage. You can even look us up on YouTube, and you'll get to see Miss Electra.
How much is 20,000 volts? Like, what do they kill someone with?
You know, I'm not exactly
We'll look it up.
I'm no electronic expert, but it's enough to kill you. It's a fully functioning electric chair.
So the electric chair is like an electric chair that like they'd use to kill someone?
Yeah. Well, not one that anyone's ever died from, but a replica.
That would be kind of messed up.
That we know of. There might have been. Probably not, though. Another thing I do for that show in particular is we have a ladder where the steps are replaced with machetes, and I'll climb up a ladder, do a little dance. It's cute.
Wait. When you say like the steps are machetes, do you mean like sideways?
No,
like,
the blades are facing up like that, and I'll like step my foot on it and just climb this ladder of machetes.
Oh my God, why though? Is this just what like you live for?
It's what I'm passionate about. It makes me feel so alive.
Wow.
And there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
We'll back up. We'll go back to Maryland. Now, this is my big question. Is when you decide, okay, I'm going to learn how to swallow swords, there's no way to go halfway with that. It's not like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to like breathe fire. You're going to start with a little bit of fire. No. It's like, no, you got a sword. You can't get a little mini. I mean, I guess you can do smaller swords, but you have to swallow it.
Yeah, and some people think that coat hangers are the way to go, and they're really not, because they can pinch together on your esophagus and pinch it. So you really do want want to start with just a nice steel blade. Do not try this at home. Your esophagus is meant for food, not meals of steel.
So you learned an array of things here with what's his name?
Odd Corey.
How do you spell that? We can
it's
put up a little.
ODD and then Corey.
Odd Corey.
Odd
So it's just a
Corey,
guy named
yeah.
Corey, and his name's Odd Corey. What is the array of things that you learned?
So up in Maryland, my sword swallowing was the most important, and he taught me, how to shrink this sword down, because this was originally 19 inches, and we had to get it down to 16 so it wouldn't go all the way through my stomach. So we had to cut it and just reshape it a little bit.
Ooh.
So I learned how to make a sword that is safe for my body size, because I'm short, I'm 5 foot, I can't do like a big, huge sword, so I'm happy with my little 16-inch that does actually go into the pit of my stomach. So that was my main priority. And then I also got to learn blockhead, which is the act of cramming a long, 4-inch spike into your face.
You hang out with her?
Yeah, that's my best.
I love her.
That's my best friend.
You do any weird stuff?
No, I just take pictures of her doing the weird stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's my professional photographer. All my business cards have the pictures she
Wow.
took.
Oh, yeah.
And are you desensitized to it at this point? Yeah. I'm assuming you knew her before she started.
Yeah.
Before
Well,
Corey.
Okay, when I met her, she was already doing stuff with Mousetraps and stuff, so it's not like... She's always been kind of weird. Just as we've, known each other, it's just gotten weirder. So,
wow.
Yeah, she also, walks on glass and eats fire, and...
So,
Those are all true statements.
what the heck is eating fire?
I eat fire. I don't.
yeah,
I don't have my torches with me, but I'll just numb.
Do you have a stage name or anything?
I go by Cassidy Rose. My Instagram is x_Cassidy.Rose. Facebook, I'm X Cassidy Rose.
You work with the company that does the sideshow stuff.
Yeah, Great American Sideshow Company.
And then I'm assuming since you have business cards, you do stuff on your own also.
Yeah, I actually just did a birthday party for one of our other friends. I'm going to be performing at her birthday party.
Wow.
I'm working on some other stuff that I can't really talk about because it's still not official, but I'm working on some contracts and getting more gig work before I leave for the summer to travel with the carnivals.
That's amazing.
And then in the October month, you are a haunt actor.
So what's haunt acting?
Like Realm of Terror, like a haunted house, like a scare actor. You go through a haunted house and we go boo.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
It's a little more dramatic than that, but
A
pretty
lot
much.
more dramatic.
You scare
Basic rundown.
Yeah, you make people cry and
Piss their pants
and stuff.
Piss and
It's fun.
shit.
It's fun.
Happens all the time.
I cannot do haunted houses. I love scary movies, and I'm fine with most scary games. Not that great at them, but the real life stuff, I've never done a legit haunted house because I can't. And you guys have any tips for me?
For haunted houses?
Just to be able to do one. Maybe this October, I will.
You should come out to the suburbs and go to the one we work at.
What is it called?
Realm of Terror.
Realm of Terror.
It's in Round Lake Beach, Illinois.
Okay.
One of the
It's
top haunted
fantastic.
houses in Illinois. You should definitely check it out. And we're going to plug it.
Go with
You
go with
should.
friends and you'll survive. Most likely.
We'll
Yeah.
see. I can't promise
Not
anything.
recommended for anyone under 16, but you're older than that, so you're good.
So I'm guessing there's street performers that do that weird David Blaine shit where he put a big thing through his hand and shit, and so there's performers that just do that.
The pin cushion?
Yeah, the pin cushion stuff.
What's the pin cushion?
A pin cushion is when you take a long needle or spike and you'll just go right through your skin in one end out the other.
I have pictures and videos of her doing stuff, so I'll show you later.
Oh, thank God. I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, I take pictures of her every time she performs.
Now, when I was 8 years old, I was really young. My parents put on VeggieTales in the family room. They were doing a parody of Rock Lobster. You guys know the song? And it was Rock Monster. And I was dancing around. I was having a great time. And for some goddamn reason, there was a sewing needle sticking right out of the ground in my living room. And I stepped right on it, and it went through my foot. Not all the way through. And I had to pull it out myself. And I was so... Does that gross you out if you hear a story? Because those kind of stories destroy me.
You want to hear a worse one? When you get a toothpick under your nail?
Don't.
I'm gonna go blow my nose. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll be thinking about You know when people are like, oh, you stick a toothpick under your like your foot and you like kick a door? That shit like messes me up.
Yeah,
like,
that hurts my soul.
It hurts me.
Yeah.
So bad. You know, you guys ever heard of this thing called false spring?
She does the human pincushion stuff, not me. I don't
Well,
do
it's
that
because they
stuff.
brought up the
Okay.
pincushion.
Okay,
so I
so
was
do you want to
confused.
know, there is people who do something called play piercing, which
This is what I was thinking of.
Which is professional piercers do that. It's in a sterile environment. It's temporary piercings, pretty much.
Yeah.
So they'll
that's
like
the David
yeah,
Blaine
that's
shit
what
where he
yeah,
puts it
that's
through
what
his
you
head.
were thinking about.
I'm
It's
not.
literally just piercing and then taking it out. It's like a temporary piercing. It's just for people who like being stabbed, pretty much. Yeah.
That's
I mean, if you want to know a weird part, yeah. If you want to know a weird part about piercing, that's something.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, Matt. That was great.
You asked.
So, this was my question. You said you had to shorten the sword.
Yes.
Is that just because it was too long, or is this a normal sword regularly?
This is a normal sword. This is your just average stainless
So,
steel sword.
You didn't buy that as like a sword swallowing. Like it's not.
No, this was bought as a sword.
She's gonna hear
It's
this.
just your average sword,
Didn't
and
realize.
the reason I had to cut it down was because if I didn't, it would go all the way through the bottom of my stomach.
That
So
wouldn't be good.
now this will just nicely touch the bottom of it.
So you can feel it at the bottom.
Yes, I can actually feel it going all the way down. It'll nudge my heart to the side about 4 centimeters. Yeah, like
Yeah.
about 4 centimeters to the side, and then it'll go down, and I'll feel the little opening of my stomach just open up for the blade, and it'll just sit there nice and comfy down the hatch without a scratch.
Wow. So a lot of people say that they don't think that sword swallowing is real. It's a collapsible sword.
Yes.
Perhaps and they just don't buy it.
Well, actually, once I give you guys a little demonstration of what it looks like, you'll actually be able to look at my mouth and see the blade going down my throat. When I pull this sword out for you, you'll see my stomach acid on the blade, and you'll know that what you saw is 100% real.
I kind of forgot how like grossed out I get about this, but it's good because I need to have exposure therapy. Because first you'll start with the sword swallowing, and then it'll go to the haunted house. And next thing you know, you guys will go, oh, look, it's Nick. He actually decided to face his fear.
And we'll be proud of
I
you.
think you'll do just fine. But
Awesome.
definitely let us know when you're coming
will.
so I can tell everyone that you're coming.
I absolutely will. So the sword, do you have to bring that to like a blacksmith, and then they'll...
No, my mentor, he helped me do it. He taught me how to do it, so now I can take any sword and get the right size for my body.
So how many swords do you have? Is it just this one?
This is my first one. I'm going to be getting a second one soon, and then the addiction's just going to keep growing. But right now, I just have this one, my first and only.
Let's say you do a birthday party, a corporate event, whatever, for just yourself. What does a performance with just you look like?
Well, with just me, I like to do a variation somewhere between 15 minutes and 45 minutes, depending on what I'm getting paid, what else is involved, whether or not I'm allowed to do fire, because some places, you just can't play with fire everywhere, unfortunately. So you have to have the right space for it. And I get ready. I like to listen to my music and just think about what my body's about to experience and remind myself that I've done it hundreds of times. It's not gonna end badly as long as I keep this positive mentality and just open up my body and accept everything that's gonna happen, because none of what I do is fun. All of it's entertaining, and people seem to like it, and it just makes me feel really alive.
Wow.
And I love putting on a show for people, which is why I'm here today.
That's amazing. I love that. And I can tell that you're just super passionate about it.
Yes,
And this
extremely.
is everything. And also this isn't something that someone gets into for the business side of it or the money.
It's not. It's not good money at all, but you do it because you love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Should we just get down to it? Can you show us what you got today?
Yeah. Is that what we want to do now?
I guess so. We can start. Do you want to end big? And you're the performer, so I guess we can sort of you can sort of show us the show. Can we talk about what you don't have today that you also do, just so we can get an idea of
So I don't have the majority of what I normally have with me, just because I wasn't sure how much you guys would want to see. All I knew is that I really want my sword.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing that I do. But I also eat fire. I don't have my torches or anything like that, so can't do any cool fire movements. Plus, it's really windy, where it wouldn't be safe for that anyways. I could like burn my face off. That would not be fun at all. And I don't have any broken glass. I'm sure we could find some if we really look, but it's probably disgusting and a bad idea.
So, how does
I walk on machetes. I nail steel spikes into my face.
Wait. What does that mean?
I'll take a nail and a hammer and I'll just like smack that nail right into my face.
And just like it doesn't go in?
No, it goes in and they'll have like 4 inches concealed all the way just about to my brain.
What the hell? That's a lot.
I walk on machetes like we talked about during the interview.
And so is there a technique to how you walk about this? Are your feet like calloused to the point where...
Yeah, my feet are pretty tough. The glass walking really made them like kind of like elephant skin almost, where nothing really gets through them. It was definitely more of a tolerance build-up thing, and of course there's also weight distribution, but it's mostly just tough feet.
If this has this tiny % chance of it being the first time ever going wrong, this is a horrible place for us
then
to
I
be.
would be one of many to die.
Insurance, it's okay.
Oh, cool, yeah. Never mind.
But
as long as she has insurance.
how I like to start my shows is with my Mousetrap, which it's always on me in my bag. Because back when I was in high school, I had a hard time making friends. I was the loser. No one really liked me. And I thought I needed a creative way to make friends. And sometimes it's worked. Other times it didn't, but I'd pretty much be like, "Hi, I'm Cassidy. Nice to meet you. Do you want to see something cool?"
Oh, I love seeing something cool.
Yeah.
Why don't we get in a little bit
So
here?
then they either really thought it was cool or, they quickly regretted their decision. But I'd pull my Mousetrap back
Oh my
like that.
lord. Wait. What's up? Wait, what's up? Oh!
And there we go. Wow. That's not fun, but that's how I made friends in high school. And I do that at every party. You can ask Maddie. She's seen me do it a million times. Yeah, you want to see it one more time? So I pull it back.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna pass out from watching that.
But no, if I was to let you smack your fingers in there, they'd turn bright black.
Oh my god.
So that's how I like to start all my shows, just because that's where my journey really began, was with my Mousetrap.
So how do you start with the Mousetrap? Do you go little by little and just like slowly build up the tolerance?
Yes and no. Like it's difficult. You gotta definitely be careful a little bit at a time, but I wouldn't recommend trying it at all.
If I tried it, what do you think would happen?
Your tongue would probably turn purple.
Okay.
And then I moved all the way up to my best friend and my favorite thing that I do.
I'm gonna be so queasy.
Thank you.
Lovely assistant.
So this is 16 inches of solid steel. You can kind of see exactly where in my body it's going to end up. And I just give it a little lick and down we go.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm watching this. Oh my god. I see the stomach acid. Oh my god.
Now, sword swallowing has been an ancient tradition for over 4,000 years, and it was originally performed by holy men of India to prove where they're at with God, to prove that God would protect them from the blade. And now it just got passed down until it became sideshow entertainment, and now it's my favorite.
Oh my god. Well, that was incredible.
So that is me and my sword. I'm Cassidy Rose, and thank you for having me on your show.
Wow. Thank you, Cassidy. I appreciate your time and your talents. I can't believe it. You're doing great. I will put all of Cassidy's social media down below. Shout out to Maddie. Thank you so much for making this happen and leaving work. And thank you, Chance and Paula, for camera work. Isabel, of course, for camera work. Isabel needs to be... Yeah, there you go. Isabel for camera work. And I am Nick is Not Green. And this is Under the Hood, where we look... I just made up that show title right now. Yeah, under the hood. It's like a car reference. Don't get too close to my face. I got snot. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks. Okay. Bye. Subscribe.